Hey Crush, here's your Tuesday video. Remember that if you plan on coming on July 17th for the mini incline and the brewery afterwards, to please RSVP back there. If you can RSVP back there, write your name down, that way I know we'll do something in the field. I want to make sure I bring enough equipment for that activity. So if we have a lot of people coming on, make sure I bring enough stuff down to Castle Rock. I also don't really want to haul a bunch of stuff down there if I don't need to. At the same time, when it gets to the brewery, I want to make sure when we get there that we start to save some tables, save some space for enough people that are going to come there. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to RSVP right now, but sometime before the 17th, you can put your name up there just so I have an idea when I load up that day before that Saturday and take stuff down there. I had a question today, can you bring people? You can bring anybody you want. This is not just for gym members. If you have friends that think you might want to come down there and do the incline with you, more the merrier. I'm not gonna make them sign a waiver or anything crazy like that. We'll have a good time. So if you know someone wants to come, please let them come. Have them come for the beer or whatever, it'll be fun. 10 a.m. for the mini incline, and then the brewery, we'll get there sometime after 11:30, but before noon, and hang out there until, whenever. I'll probably hang out for a couple hours. When we did the 222 thing a few weeks ago, people hung out for quite a while. Might be a little different on Saturday, but we'll be there for a while. Come down and hang out. Today, we're gonna start off with some strength. We're gonna start with some Olympic lifting. We haven't done a lot of this stuff lately. We're gonna try to do some more of it. We're gonna find a heavy complex of a hang power snatch, plus a power snatch. You're probably not gonna get too heavy, but there's a lot of new faces in here right now, so this would be a good time to start to groove in some of those good principles of a snatch. One thing you wanna work on whenever you do a hang power snatch or a hang snatch or a power hang, any kind of hang, is if you're passing through good movement, you should be loading up your posterior chain, your hamstrings and your glutes, keeping your shoulders nice and tight, your lats engaged. And if you load those up, so when you stand up with that barbell, the first thing you wanna do is you're gonna unlock your knees, but you're gonna send those hips directly back. Load yourself up to where you're gonna use your hamstrings and your glutes to kind of start that bar going towards the ceiling. If we go down to the hang position and our knees travel forward, thus we're gonna start to load our quads, it's really impossible, not impossible, but it's gonna lead to bad form to get that bar overhead. What people usually do is they usually end up jerking with their arms and kind of pulling their arms up. And there's an old saying that when your arms bend, your power ends. So the longer you keep your arms straight, the better. If you load up those hamstrings and jump that bar off the ground that way, something I'll be talking about a lot when I coach those classes, it'll make it much easier to do the hang variation of this movement. But you do a hang power snatch, and then without letting go of the bar, you take it to the ground and do a power snatch. Again, not gonna get too heavy. Hang power snatch is it's gonna be hard to get heavy at that lift, but if we can work on that, bringing it back, keeping that bar close in that scarecrow position as we get that barbell overhead, start to work on some of those principles and lead yourself into the full snatch and stuff like that as you progress in your CrossFit career. And then for the Metcon today, we have a very technical Metcon, very high technical movements. For competition, it's gonna be 3 rounds, and every round is gonna start with this complex of a hang power snatch plus power snatch plus overhead squat. So to do, as competition is 135-95, you'll do 1 hang power snatch, touches to the ground, do a power snatch, and then organize yourself, get it locked out overhead, adjust yourself, and do an overhead squat. So you'll do 1 of those complexes. And to do it successfully, you will not do a hang power snatch, drop the bar, and then do a power snatch. You'll keep touch and go for that, so hold on to the bar. And then you do 2 ring muscle ups, 3 handstand push-ups, 4 pistols, 2 per leg, and then 5 really high box jumps. This is actually a repeat workout from, I think it was a couple years ago I found it, but it's very technical with the pistols, handstand push-ups, a technical snatch lift, plus muscle ups. It's tough. So for performance, we're still gonna have that same complex, 3 rounds, still the same complex of the hang power snatch, overhead squat, but it's gonna be 115 and 85 pounds as the prescribed weight. And now it's gonna be 4 chest to bar pull-ups. Not that many, so this is another good opportunity for those that struggle with chest to bar pull-ups where you're doing 1 at a time. It's only 3 rounds, it's only 4, so it's only 12 chest to bars. It's a great time to practice that, or if you get really close, maybe you don't quite RX the workout, whatever. If you don't RX, who cares, right? If you don't RX it, you get close to that. We're working on getting that pull. And when we're doing chest to bar pull-ups, You don't really want to think about doing like a pull-up where you're putting your elbow straight down. If you pull like this, it's gonna be really hard to get that chest to touch. So if you're used to doing pull-ups where you're fairly vertical, you're not getting a lot of hip drive to the ceiling, it's gonna make chest to bar really hard. When I do chest to bar, I think about getting my hips as high to the ceiling and making myself as parallel to the floor as I can. That way when I do chest to bar, it's more of a row as I pull that chest to bar. My elbow's going back this way, not down this way. So if you're doing chest to bar pull-ups, something to work on. 4 of those, still 3 handstand push-ups, scale those as needed. 4 pistols, and then a slightly higher box, 30 and 24, taller than normal, but higher or shorter than the competition. Now for fitness, it's gonna be 3 rounds of the same complex, but it's 95-65, so still a prescribed weight. And then 2, as slow as you can, negatives on the bar. So working on building that lat strength for pull-ups. This is a great opportunity, no bands today. 2 of these, which means you'll jump up and lower yourself as slow as possible. And then you should rest 10 to 15 seconds and do another one. So yes, it might take you 30 seconds, let's say, maybe even rest 20 seconds to do these negatives, but it's gonna take a lot of people that do the chest to bar pull-ups or the muscle-ups. It'll take them a while to do those 2 reps. They won't knock them out really quick, or the chest to bars, they might not knock out 4 really quick. If they're doing chest to bars and they're just learning them, it might take them 30 seconds or more to do 4 chest to bar pull-ups. And then 6 push-ups as like perfect push-ups. So those that can't do handstand push-ups for fitness, we're gonna do push-ups. So no knee push-ups, no worming, as good as a push-up as you can get. It's only 6, and it's only 3 rounds, so take your time on these too. Maybe you do 1 and have to shake it out. Do another and have to shake it out. There's not a lot of reps today, so it's a good time to work on some of that good movement, that good form, and start to build some of that strength. So it's only 6 push-ups, it's only 18 total. Let's try to do perfect push-ups, good push-ups. And then 4 pistols to a bench, so you'll sit down and stand back up. The goal, so when you do the pistols to the bench, will be to not relax entirely on the bench. Try to stand right back up. Touch, like kiss your butt to the bench and then come right back up. If you do that, kind of maintain some of that tension in your legs, that'll translate itself to an actual pistol, because when you do a pistol, you don't ever really like relax at the bottom. There are a small handful of people that could probably relax at the bottom of the pistol and then stand back up like a pause squat, but most of us are getting down and coming right back up. So if you're doing it to a bench, you're gonna barely touch the bench and come back up, and then 5 normal height box jumps, 24-20. So again, if you're not gonna do competition, or you're not gonna do the fitness or performance, for fitness this is a good time to work on some of those movements and build some strength, kind of practice, challenge yourself on those pistols, challenge yourself on the push-ups, stuff along those lines. Make those negatives hard, there's only 6 of them, so really make them as slow as you can, and then don't jump right back on the bar, because you're gonna be a hard time to do another really slow one after that. It should be kind of I think it'll be a fun day, stuff you don't work on too often. It's small sets, small numbers, which gives us a chance to really practice that. Maybe some people are really close to pistols, and it's only 12 total pistols. Maybe try to do legit RX pistols. Maybe you ask the coach, hey, am I getting low enough? And the coach says, no, but you're close. Don't count that rep. Try another one, see if you can get lower. It's only 12. See if you can get them. Maybe we'll get some new pistols today. Have a good Tuesday.